Well, hello there. I am just going to make a quick video. Got to get my lip gloss on. About the market conditions advisory. So my intention is to create a quick video about every required document that we have. And one of those required documents is the market condition advisory. It's an AAR form, and it stands, sometimes we refer to it as an acronym, the MCA, Market Conditions Advisory. It was originally, a little bit of history on this form, it was originally created by Martha Apple the last time the market was going crazy, which prices were really high. And it is a crazy time in the market. And one of the things that it reminds people of is that the market fluctuates. You know, people always want you as a real estate agent to predict the market and tell them that what their house is going to be worth next year or 6 months from now or 5 years from now. And unfortunately, there's things that happen in the economy that we don't all have a crystal ball and we can't predict what might happen. Values go up and down in the housing market, and we go through cycles, and the market is cyclical. And that's the first sentence on here. The market is cyclical. So it's just a one-page document. We want your client to sign it. So we want, if you're representing a buyer, we want the buyer to sign it. If you're representing a seller, we want the seller to sign it. We're not so much concerned about the other side if they're represented by another brokerage. We're concerned about our side. A couple tips on this. It is not required for landlords or tenants. So if you're doing a residential lease, you do not need to use the market conditions advisory. We see it turned in sometimes with leases, and it's not required. Second thing is, as with all advisories, it's not an addendum to the contract. So it's our pet peeve when agents put it on the bottom of page 1 of the residential purchase contract, and they say, other addendums attached. And, it could be like short sale addendum, additional clause addendum, that kind of thing. And they write market conditions advisory there. The reason we don't like that is because now you've taken what is just a advisory for your client to sign, and now you've made it part of the contract because it's listed on page 1. Now we have to chase it down, and we have to get everybody to sign it because you've incorporated it into the contract. So we don't like it to be there when you're writing the purchase contract. If somebody else writes the purchase contract on one of your listings, you could counter it out, or it's just an education thing, like it's not supposed to be there. So just FYI. Please get this signed. It is a really, really helpful thing for you to have in your file, particularly if the market were to be extremely hot and then the market were to take a dip. This is notifying people that can happen. It's also a great if you're representing a seller and they're selling it now, and then the market suddenly balloons or goes up and they regret having sold it right now because they feel like they could have sold it for more later. So it protects you in that regards, and it's a great document. So the market conditions advisory, required document for your client. Don't make it part of the contract, and it's not needed for rentals. So get that thing signed. Thanks.